Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Week 4 of the Gridiron Football League. My name is Reed Option, and I'll be commentating the first of our 4 games today, and I will be the only commentator this week. We are sad to say that we do not have anyone else commentating. Pharaoh Trey Gaming was not able to this week. I plan on getting a guest commentator or two coming up here in the following weeks, as well as some familiar ones, such as NAGA Commissioner Pasta and our beloved Cole. However, enough about all those games and all those guys. Let's hop into this one. We have the Dakota Trappers heading into Oakland to take on the Blazers. Oakland having a huge margin of winning in their favor, 81% to 19%, but Danny, Dave, and James say otherwise. Let's see if the winless of the West Dakota Trappers can topple the 1-2 Oakland Blazers. Both of these teams coming off of losses last week. The Trappers losing to Arlington by 7 in Arlington last week, and Oakland losing an away game as well to the undefeated Toledo Timberwolves. Will they stay undefeated after this week? Not in 1 hour, but in 2 hours. The Carolina Hawks head into Toledo, a very formidable opponent indeed. Truman taking it up to the 27. And as with the game I commentated last week, the Waves versus the Hawks, the loser of this game, since they're going to be coming off of 2 consecutive losses, is going to lose their quarterback. Doesn't matter how stylish the Blazers look in their alts today. Gray may be losing his job. The handoff to Bird to start off the drive. Gain of 3. Dakota, of course, wearing their typical away uniforms. Love seeing all the uniform combinations. Some have called the Oakland Blazers the Philadelphia Stars of the GFL. Some of them have called the Blazers the McDonald's uniforms. So neither of them are affiliates, but funny to hear all of the comparisons. Drop a comment below what you think the uniforms look like. Third down, though, already for the Blazers. Looking to his left to Niles. Gaining 4, but not quite getting the first. And straight off of, a couple attempts, it's already going to be Taylor Westfall's turn to punt. Wiley fielding it. A lot of transactions have happened this past week for both of these teams. A lot of facelifts. The Blazers acquiring Taylor Westfall as one of their acquisitions. Trappers acquiring Antoine Stewart, number 87. You see there at the top. There's James Quinn taking the first handoff. He'll gain 7 on the play. The Trappers also losing their tight end and gaining Carlos Miranda at tight end. Haven't seen any of him yet today so far, but the drive is still young. Newly acquired quarterback and almost newly departed quarterback Eddie Ponce getting sacked on second down. 3rd and 11 because of it. Dropping back, Eddie Ponce. First down to Colwell. Gain of 16. You love to see that. Love to see the underdogs making some great plays. Ponce not even given a chance to shine yet. Dishing it off to newly acquired Carlos Miranda. Miranda been on a few teams in the NAGA. Hailing initially from Miami, he was on Raleigh's roster to start off his career and went to a few after that. James Quinn being stopped short of the line of scrimmage. That was Jalen Haggard on the stop. Ponce on 3rd down again to Sampson. Gain of 20. What a dot to Travis Sampson. And the Pioneers are getting a little bit of a pep in their step already. Ponce to Walton. Really sharing the wealth here. Giving it a little to everyone. Ponce 4 for 4, 43 yards on the enemy 32, losing 4 on that handoff. Quinn tackled for loss by Felder. It was Antoine Felder, the defensive tackle. Ponce on 3rd down again. Chappell gain of 16. And the Dakota Pioneers seem to thrive on third. This time, once again, dishing it to Sampson. Sampson, first guy to get multiple receptions on this team today. Sampson, an undrafted prospect out of this past season's draft. From UT Martin, Quinn up the middle, touchdown, Trappers. And Dakota Johnson with the face mask, doesn't matter. Penalty will be declined. The Trappers trapping up in here today. Stone, newly acquired kicker. PAT is good. Grayson Stone, after LaRue got laid off this past week. Stone, initially the Oklahoma City Tornadoes kicker. Oldest kicker in the league, 28 years old. By the league, I mean the GFL. Definitely not the oldest kicker in the NAGA. If De Benedictis isn't retired, it's definitely him. Bird, first down, handoff, gain of 2. The home team trailing here early. Hopefully they can get some momentum here. You see lined up on the far right is Joshua Benedict, Offensive Player of the Year favorite right now. Terrence Jones-Carlton got pulled up to the NAGA, and Benedict gains a first down and 12 yards with ease on that play. Benedict leading the league in receiving yards, regardless of the many GFL receivers that got pulled up to the NAGA this past week due to injuries in the NAGA. Blazers now on 2nd and 6. Handoff to Bird. Bird, plenty of room to run. Gain of 11. Had plenty of blockers in front of him, too. This rushing offense is 5th in the league. Not too great. None of their, the Blazers' stats, none of their fronts, their offense, defense, passing defense is higher than the 5th best. The Trappers, although 7th best overall consistently on offense, their defense is actually not too bad, especially their pass defense, which is something that the Blazers will need to overcome here today if they want to win. Gray dropping back, looking deep, incomplete pass. First play of the second quarter. Gray now 2 for 3, not trying to pass it a lot. I guess the Blazers are a little scared of this Dakota defensive back core. Flag before the play even gets through with, I'm imagining it's an offsides, which it is. Romeo Richardson. Richardson, initially an Orlando Flame, hailing from Clinton, Maryland, the 26-year-old, almost costing a first down. Let's see if he does. Gray down the middle, incomplete. It's like he caught a little miscommunication with Benedict, but they will go for it here on 4th and inches. Still down 7 from the opponent's 37-yard line. Gray dropping back, quick dish off, overthrew his man by a mile. And going for it on 4th down may wind up being super costly. Looked like he was targeting either Hayden Brenner or Peyton Kennedy on that 4th down attempt. Really ballsy call from the coach. The Oakland Blazers are coached by Stephen Marsh, former quarterback in the NAGA. Stewart, newly acquired receiver, gain of 30 on that catch. And the Trappers are right back in scoring range. Quinn gaining 7 on the play. Yeah, I don't know what it is with these backup quarterbacks and their gutsy coaching calls. Trying to pull a Dan Campbell here in the GFL. Haggard with the tackle for loss. All over this rushing core today. Spicer subbed in, but it doesn't matter. 5 wide receiver sets for Ponce and company. Ponce dropping back, looking to his right, caught. Sampson, gain of 27 on 3rd down. And like I'm saying, the Trappers are 3rd down kings. Ponce yet to throw an incompletion. I hope I don't jinx him. I'm knocking on wood. I'm not sure if you can hear it. Ponce, under pressure, throws it away, and I am so sorry, fans. I did not mean to jinx him. Hail Mary from the 7-yard line, though. Not the best play call from Eddie Gaines, head coach of the Trappers. Second and goal, Ponce. Down the middle to Sampson. Sampson trying to reach over the goal line. And it'll be from the inch line. Travis Sampson, 4 for 4 on his targets. But this touchdown will likely go to James Quinn. Stewart in motion on the right side. Handoff to Quinn up the middle. Read like a book. Tackle for loss, Woods. Another man that's been all over this offense. But the field goal is good. Grayson Stone. Trappers up by 2 scores now. Kickoff taken by Corey Truman. And the Blazers now fighting from behind by 10 points. Halfway through the second, they got to make something work. Bird. Handoff out of shotgun to the right. Gain of 5. This time out of pistol. Bird still in the backfield. Another handoff to him. Stiff arming a man. Gaining 2. James Gale now getting subbed in. Will they do 3 rush plays in a row? Gale, the Tulane graduate, getting tackled in the backfield by Best. Best case scenario for the Trappers. Jordan Best on the stop. And we'll have Wiley take it. Sean Wiley only getting a few yards on the punt return up to the 37. Not optimal position, but with a lead this comfortable, gives you an opportunity to really experiment on the offense. Walton sidestepping, fighting through a scrum, gain of 11. And he subs in for himself. What a dog, Michael Walton. Ponce dropping back, looking deep on first. Intended for number 16, Travis Sampson. Trying to give him some love after he missed that touchdown on the last drive. No luck on that pass. Quinn. Stop for a loss of 4. Another tackle for loss by Jalen Haggard. Here we go. 3rd down Kings. The 3rd down Trappers. Ponce down the middle off the fingertips of Michael Walton. First 3rd down failure I feel like we've seen from these guys. And Connor Cahill will punt it away. Fielded by Johnson. Dakota Johnson facing off against the Dakota Trappers. Go! Former Baton Rouge Redbird there. Gray under pressure, throwing it out of bounds. Understandably so, he was being chased. Gray, the former Spartan, running out to the left, gain of 3 on the scramble. And the Trappers will call a timeout, hoping to get the ball back and be given another opportunity to score. This is the best lead the Trappers have had all season. I think might be the only lead they've had all season. Gray down the middle, deep to Lyles. Gain of 27. And the 2-minute warning is upon us. Robbie Lyles, former Baylor attendee. This time a 7-yard dish out to Butler. I believe that was his first target of the day. No, second target. Sorry, Corey Butler with the catch there. Second down to Niles. Niles getting a first. Didn't mention it earlier, but Hayden Brenner is actually a newly acquired fullback. They got rid of Ryan Adams for being a geezer. No 30-year-olds allowed in this league. Niles, once again, gain of 16 this time. Lyles and Niles down the aisles of the field. A lot of rhyming here. Second down. Gray towards the end zone. Truman, gain of 10. Potentially another first, and it will be. 44 seconds and ticking. Will the Blazers strike here late in the second before the half? Gray towards the end zone. Triple coverage. Not going to get you a touchdown unless you are DeAndre Hopkins. Gray, once again, dropping back, looking towards the end zone. In and out of the hands of the defender. Who was that? That was Rashawn Simpson on the play. And in and out of the hands of your own teammate this time. No luck for the Blazers. Kevin Flynn coming out to kick it through. And it is good, but barely. Flynn and what I believe to be his GFL debut. Is it? Is it? It is not. Flynn's just been under the radar, I guess. Let's look at Flynn's stats for this season so far. Special teams. Flynn, 3 for 4 on field goals, 9 for 9 on extra points. Most points from a kicker in the league. Under the radar. My ass. I'm sorry. I was not familiar with your game, Kevin Flynn. Ponce, 2nd and 10, 2-minute drill. Miscommunication with the wide receiver. 3rd down. Knowing how these coaches like to play, this will be a handoff, and it is. Quinn losing 3 yards. Haggard with yet another tackle for loss like a medal to tack onto his stats. Cahill punting for some reason before the clock expired. Maybe to give Dakota Johnson a fighting chance at a punt return touchdown. And it will not happen. 10-3 at the half. Trappers leading. They will get the ball back at the second half. I guess those commentators or those analysts were on to something. The Trappers really do have a chance in this. Our next-gen stats truly failed us today. I'm sure the over-under is looking drastically different right now than at the beginning of the game. I'm sounding like an ESPN broadcaster. Ponce to his left. Miranda, 1-yard gain on the screen. Tackled by number 21, Joshua Quinn. Not to be confused with James Quinn, the running back. Ponce, triple coverage. What are you doing? Obviously not complete. 3rd and 9. Ponce looking deep to his right. Caught Stewart. Burned a man. Heading towards the edge. The 20. The 15. Tackled at the 8-yard line after a 68-yard gain. Antoine Stewart putting the league on notice, saying, I am here, and I'm here to dominate. Ponce, after their huge pass, Caldwell with the touchdown. Daniel Caldwell putting the Trappers up by 14. Stone tacking it on. That is Caldwell's first touchdown of the season. If he didn't get the touchdown earlier. I don't remember who got the touchdown earlier. But regardless, Caldwell is touchdownless before this game. Top 15 in receiving yards, though. 168 heading into today. Gray, speaking of passing, incomplete on first down. 2nd down now. Down by 2 touchdowns. Not looking hopeful for Gray, but Niles getting a nice little toe tapper on the sideline. 1st down. And the Blazers are blazing their way down the field. Bird, flag on the play, might be a holding there on Kenworthy. Yup. I was about to say number 48 was looking awfully sus. Doing a little holding action there. Trying to clear away for your guy, and you get caught up in some illegal hand activity. Butler caught the screen pass, but loses 3. 2nd and forever. Blazers not having as much luck on forever plays. Now 3rd and forever after that incompletion. 5 wide receiver set. Because, as you should. Let's hope these offensive linemen can protect the quarterback while he looks deep to his left. Truman, gain of 32 and a first down. Blazers staying in this thing. Moving the chains, switching sides of the field now. Handing it off to Bird. Bird weaving in and out of traffic. Gain of 11. Isaiah Bird. Bird in the top 4 in rushing. 216 yards on 54 attempts and a touchdown so far. Longest rush has been 13 yards, but he might break that here today. 14-yarder. There it was, ladies and gents. James Gale getting no chances to run every time they sub him in. 5 wide receiver set. Gray has time. Dishes it out to Butler. Breaks a tackle. Eventually stopped. Gain of 2. He was brought down by Jordan Best, the lineman. Gray dropping back. No pressure, but throws it away. No faith in your offensive lineman. Just over 50%. Gray, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Will that change here? It will. Niles! Touchdown for the home team. Oakland coming away with 7 following this point after by Kevin Flynn. Flynn adding on to his resume. Flynn was Mr. Irrelevant for the... No, he wasn't. Yes, he was. No, he wasn't. He was undrafted season 2. There is a kicker who is Mr. Relevant. He is not playing in this game. I will save that information for another commentary sesh. Flynn was undrafted out of season 2's draft. Wound up on a practice squad or 2, but ultimately has been chilling in the free agency market. Only 22 years old. Was 20 in his draft class. Just a young kid from Somerset, Pennsylvania. Was a killer in Pittsburgh. Speaking of killer, this rush defense is killing this Dakota offense. Spicer losing 2 on the play. Ponce on 3rd. Incomplete. Nice quick pass, though. Sumter making the plays. Cahill brought out to punt to Dakota Johnson. Johnson over to the right. I like how I say Dakota Johnson and then a guy named Gray comes out. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Gray down the middle to Truman. Truman gains 11. First down. Mr. Gray. 10-yard gain, followed by a 24-yard gain. Niles. Mitchell Gray is on fire. Gray handing it off to Bird. Bird, no luck this time. There he is, number 75, Best. All over this offense today. I imagine he'll be defensive player of the game, given no one else. Forces a turnover. Touchdown, Niles! And the Oakland Blazers are back in this thing. Tie ball game. Courtesy of the UDFA from this past season out of Oklahoma. Representing the Sooners, Jalen Niles. And just like that, we have ourselves a game. Both of these teams truly need this win. Every team in this conference has a negative point differential. I mean, there's not a lot of games played yet. It's only 3 out of the 7. But both of these guys are really trying to put on a show and make improvements for their team, not just for themselves, but for their conference. I mean, the other conference is pretty stacked. You got Toledo, Montgomery, Boston, Carolina. What a set of powerhouse teams. Speaking of powerhouses, Quinn Who could bring him down? Gain of 14. We'll have Malik Johnson come in. Willie Spicer not doing it for him. But they'll just treat him the same way. Not let him get a run in. Ponce sacked. Sumter getting the tackles for losses and the sacks. Great job there, Rodney Sumter. No Malik Johnson action, and the whole crowd is sad because of it. Ponce looking deep towards the first down marker. Miranda extends for a gain of 20. Dakota not trying to let go of the lead they've had. They're unwillingly tied right now. Trying to change that. Quinn, gain of 3 on the rush. Nice counter play there. Not a whole lot going for James Quinn other than his touchdown. Hardly a yard and a half per rush. Ponce under pressure, throws it away. 3rd down. Not sure if they're quite close enough for Grayson Stone. We'll see depending on the outcome of this play. Ponce, fantastic quarterback stat line. I'm so excited I'm getting tongue-tied. I need to take a sip of something. Don't we all? It's Friday. Let me know what you guys are doing today or tomorrow. Hope you guys are having a great beginning to your weekend. I hope I'm making it a good start. And if you're the fan of the winning team today or just hoping to see a good game, I hope that will make you happy heading into the rest of the games. I know that today's games have all been exciting. I mean, how about that Orlando-Salt Lake City ending? Yikes for Salt Lake City, but what a close game. All games have been super close, and I hope that we have the same outcomes for all of these games. I have a feeling that they're all pretty evenly stacked today, especially based on this one alone. Gray dropping back on first, incomplete. Screen pass intended for his new fullback, Brenner. Call him Papa in the locker room. Bird, gain of 9. James Gale potentially getting some love. No, he won't. No, he won't. Kenworthy in motion. Niles positioning himself. Intended for Kenworthy, incomplete. And the punting team will come out for the Blazers. Taylor Westfall. Westfall punting it to Wiley. Westfall was an undrafted prospect out of the Season 3 draft out of Kent State. From New Philadelphia, Ohio, not to be confused with Philadelphia. Doing a pretty great job so far this season. One of the better punters in the league. Quinn on 2nd down, loss of 4. Maybe some Malik Johnson action following that haggard TFL. He is in the game. They're in shotgun, but he is in the game. He's running out for a route, but it'll not be to him. Intended for number 87, Antoine Stewart. Incomplete, overthrew him. It is nothing but punts right now. A lot of defensive stands. Johnson up to the 45, 46. Oakland looking to make a big play. 5 wide receiver set. Past the first down marker is Niles. Gain of 14 on the play. Niles and Lyles really stealing the spotlight from Joshua Benedict. Isaiah Bird with the pitch. Fumble! Scooped by Greenidge. Christopher Greenidge, the newly acquired defensive back for the Trappers this week. They had a guy pulled up to the league. Had to sign Christopher Greenidge. And what a difference he's made already. first down on that pass play, gain of 24. And James Quinn will lose 3 of it back. Jalen Haggard, good gracious, he is everywhere. Did I put him in twice in the Excel sheet, you know? He is everywhere. Ponce, second and forever, looking deep, double coverage. Great read by the safety back there. Zone defense working wonders. I don't think the kicker will try a 55-yarder. Ponce needs to get it a little closer. Almost picked off. Number 36. That was Lee, Byron Lee, on the defense. Cahill trying to pin him out of bounds. It'll just sneak into the end zone. Touchback. Gotta appreciate the effort there. And I tell you what, neither of these offenses are doing anything. The defenses are stepping up. Time for the offenses to do the same. Otherwise, a quarterback loses his job. Butler stepping up. One-on-one, 23-yard gain. And this wide receiver core is really trying to keep their quarterback and win this game for the Blazers in the city of Oakland. Oakland losing all of their major league sports teams, guys. If anyone's from Oakland, can you comment what the heck is going on in Oakland? Is it because all your teams suck? Gray to Butler, 42-yard gain. Butler single-handedly responsible for 60-plus yards on this drive. Oakland poised to take the lead here. Gray now almost 300 yards. Bird tackled for loss to stop the momentum. That is Hopkins on the tackle. Hand off to Bird. Bird stopped after a gain of 7. No Avante Hopkins to stop him there. 3rd and 6 now. Bird again. Took 3 different people to stop him 3 different times. Setting up the field goal unit for the Blazers to take the lead. Flynn, 23-yarder is good. And the Blazers take the lead for the first time here at home in the final 2 minutes. Stewart on the kick return up to the 20. Trappers have 80 yards and 1 timeout to take this thing back. Otherwise, Ponce had a very short stay in Sioux Falls, North Dakota. Sorry, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. My bad. Caldwell, gain of 14 on the first down. Well, on second down, getting the first down. A lot of mess ups in my speech here towards the end. I'm getting a little excited. I'm on the edge of my seat. Chappell, little dish out, gain of 3. Clock is ticking down from 1:20. They're preserving that final timeout. Ponce, screen pass to Caldwell. Caldwell acting as a slot receiver there. 1 minute to go, 3rd down. This could be it. Incomplete pass, and, well, this could be it. 51 seconds to go. Now or never, quite literally. The box is stacked. Are they going to rush the quarterback? They will. Ponce dishing it deep. Incomplete. And the Trappers, I mean, I call it an upset, but they were the underdogs heading into this game. They had the lead for so long, they choked it away. And victory formation for the Blazers at home to keep Mitchell Gray and send Eddie Ponce packing. Maybe the Trappers will be nice and let him ride the bench. Let's see who they have on their bench. The Trappers have Ashton Howard. Might send Ashton Howard packing. And that is game. Niles, 116 yards and 2 touchdowns. There's player of the game, though, Jalen Haggard. All 6 of his tackles tackle for losses. Crazy. Almost 300 yards per quarterback. Not a bad performance to go out on for Eddie Ponce. Let's look at the per-player stats here. Not too shabby for Ponce. Quinn on 15 rushes. That is going to be a regression, ladies and gentlemen. Most yards goes to Stewart on that 68-yard long. I mean, how could it not? Caldwell with the only touchdown for the passing unit. Quinn getting a touchdown, of course. No sacks, no interceptions. 2 tackles for loss from Best. 2 defended passes from Hyatt. Fumble forced by Dion Gooding. Good job by Gooding. And, of course, Greenidge on the scoop. Not too shabby from the special teams unit. Gray, what a way to show up for your team today. Bird doing a great job. Gale didn't really get an opportunity. Niles, 116 yards and 2 touchdowns. Butler with that 42-yarder. Any drops today? Just Joshua Benedict. And here I was glazing him. I'm so sorry for misguiding you guys. Jameel Woods is with a sack. Ronnie Sumter with a sack. Haggard, 6 tackles for loss. Sumter, tack on another tackle for loss. Byron Lee, 2 defended passes. Great defensive stand on both sides today. Low-scoring game, and there he is, Kevin Flynn, the GOAT. Obviously a low-scoring game because of it. I mean, 20-17 isn't the lowest we've seen, but it's not a shootout by any means. Here are your leaders. We're going to close out this game. Up next, we have the Raiders taking on the Guardians. That'll be at 7 o'clock Eastern. We have the Hawks taking on the Timberwolves, the undefeated Toledo Timberwolves, and the MVP favorite right now, Frank Romano for the Hawks. That'll be exciting. Tune into that one at 8 p.m. And finish off the day, Dave and Mike will commentate the Honolulu Waves heading into Boston, take on the Brawlers. Ratliff's job in jeopardy for the Brawlers. Tune in to potentially see the Ratliff send-off. And of course, tomorrow and the next day, we have more NAGA games headed your way. But until then, my name is Reed Option, and I will see you next time. Take care.